Today on 60 Minutes, we will be interviewing Brian Kastner, a retired war veteran. His book, The Long Walk, talks about his experiences being an EOD technician in Iraq for 2 years, working to take apart bombs. After retiring, he decided to train new EOD units. He is here to talk to us today about his experiences in the war and life after.
Hi, I'm Brian. It's wonderful to be here.
So Brian, what was your overall experience being an EOD technician in Iraq?
War was terrible.
Every day we woke up, ate the same horrible oatmeal, and then waited for a call to come that someone had found a bomb or that we had another mission. When it finally came, there was a rush of activity and then we left our base. In Iraq, death was always imminent. Fear choked our hearts, and yet we survived. The Brotherhood looked after each other because in Iraq, we were all we had, united by our love for the job.
So Brian, why did you name your book The Long Walk?
The long walk was the most important sacrifice any EOD technician could make for his brothers. It was a last resort, an act of desperation no one took lightly.
When there was an explosive we couldn't use one of our robots to investigate, the unit stood far away while one of us made the long trek out to the bomb. Only the bravest ever made the journey, so none of his brothers would have to.
What was the most important experience that you had during your time in Iraq?
On one mission, the Iraqi police took us to investigate a bombing at a tea shop. When we arrived, the bodies had been moved, so my unit fanned out to search for clues or pieces of the bomb. While searching, I caught sight of a cardboard box on a table. Inside it, I found a sandal around a misshapen part of human flesh.
A foot in a box. I erupted in laughter at first. Who would ever put a foot in a box? War warps your sense of humor, you know. But after a few moments, I began to think of my own foot. What if mine was in the box instead? And my laughter quickly disappeared. I still see it, you know. I can still see the foot in the box out of the corner of my eye, a reminder of the war and the death I had barely escaped.
How did you feel when you came back from the war?
When I reached home, I still felt the fear. Still felt the weight of the rifle in my arms, saw the foot in the box in the corner.
After a few months, I thought I had adjusted, but then the crazy overtook me. It consumed my soul, filled my lungs, and choked me, so I ran, 5 to 10 miles a day, pushing harder and harder to keep the crazy at bay for a short time. All I could think of was the war. After multiple ER trips for heart attacks that were all in my head, I was sent to a shrink. She told me I didn't have PTSD. What do I have then? What about the crazy? I asked her.
You're just human, she told me. After dozens of more sessions, I got better. More than 2 years after returning home, the crazy finally left.
Well, thank you for your time, Brian. I know it must have been difficult to share that.
Oh, it was my pleasure.
Remember, folks, if you'd like to learn more about Brian's story, make sure to check out his book, The Long Walk.